everyone, this is Sarah Wood. I'm the current Inverse Program Manager for the state of Kansas. I work for the Office of the State Fire Marshal, headquartered in Topeka, Kansas, and this is part of the video series on contact databases. So I just did the video that walked you through the contact database that I have, and this video is going to go over getting a spreadsheet that you have into Access and starting your tables. So I'm going to try to do it in pieces, just to kind of go, I want to be as clear as possible, but not like over explain things too. So what I inherited when I started was something like this. And don't worry, I'm not giving you any inside information. This is actually a spreadsheet we provide upon request anyway. So I didn't have to generate some test data. So this is our entire spreadsheet of fire departments. We have about 630 of them. If I scroll down here, so you can kind of see the structure. You probably have a spreadsheet similar to this. So I have a column here for FDID, county, region. Maybe you don't need county and region, it's up to you. I've got FD name, mailing, physical, address, city, state, and then I've got zip code here. So that's the basic information about the fire department. When I'm starting out the contact database, I don't actually want to add in the contacts themselves just yet, because that's part of the subform that we were discussing earlier. Right now we're building the backbone, which is the fire departments themselves. So think about it as building the station first, and then we'll put the people in it in a minute. So the nice part about Access is I'm going to come down here and open it. I'm going to choose a blank database, and when it opens first, I'll close that, is it opens up to a blank table. If it didn't give you this, you can just hit create and then go to table. And what you can do is, I think, I'm going to do it this way, and then if it doesn't work correctly, I'll let you know. I'll show you because there's a trick here. So I'm going to highlight everything. The trick that I just used is I held down Shift and Control and then used my arrow keys down and then to the right, which is why it copied everything. So I'm going to go over to Access. I'm going to click this little button right here, right click it and choose Paste. And then, yes, I'm sure. Now I did that for a reason, because when you do a new table, it has an ID field here. This is the key, which every table has a unique key, and a blank table automatically provides you an auto-generated column here. The easiest way to get around this is actually to make sure you start with, is to actually make sure that you start with a blank column to the left. So like I have a blank column here and then I have FDID. Now I can highlight all this stuff. I'm going to try to show you the stuff that goes wrong so that you know what it's doing. Create table, it's got an FDID there. I'm going to click here, right click, choose paste. Yes, I want to paste. So now I have an ID and an FDID. And we're going to fix that here in a minute. We're actually going to close this. You want to save changes? Yes. And I'm going to call this Master FD because it's the master list of my fire departments. Now over on your tables list, right click it and choose Design View. So this Design View is actually just takes all of your columns and puts it into a list like this. And I want to make FDID what's called my primary key. See this golden key right here? If you right click, it will give you a primary key. So we're going to do primary key here. And then we are actually going to delete ID. So now we've got text. We're going to close. Yes. Okay, now it looks how we want it to look. So if you have a spreadsheet like this, just remember, throw in an extra column here. It'll work good. And the easiest way to do that is why I'm having you copy it across is so that you don't have to do all the setup of the different column names. Typically, if you're starting with a blank table, you would start in the design view, which is this, and then you would just go through and add. You would be like typing these in, and then you would be adding it in. But if you copy a spreadsheet over, it adds them in automatically for you. So that is adding in the table for the master FD. So that's just step one. Stay tuned for the next one.